Yo, man, it's Ready Set Radio, Bootleg Kev with the homie Wale. Just shut shit the fuck down, man. Yo, just so you know, I know that you have a lot of fans that have come on recently in the MMG era. The first record I ever played of yours on the radio was Back in the Go Mode with Bun B. Back, it was like 07, 08? 07, man. 07, it's been a long trip. But I want to talk to you about some wrestling, man, because I feel like you hit me and showed me some love on the Bray Wyatt interview I did, which I appreciated.
That was dope.
It's just like an interesting time for WWE right now. How you feeling about everything that looks like is rolling into WrestleMania right now? You feeling good?
This type of year they need to get all their shit together. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they writing now, the creative got to be on it. Creative got to be on their.
They fucked up with the Royal Rumble and they fixed it.
But it's like that was this like 6 pay-per-view screwy finish. Like
it was terrible.
It's like the 6th one in a consecutive with a fucked up finish. Like, and it's like. So reminiscent of WCW, like last days.
It is, yeah.
Everything kept fucking up, and it's just like you want to believe, like, well, we don't know what we're talking about because it's a book. It's like super hard and like this and that. But like logically, I just don't see how it could be like that much harder than like the millions of people that work for CSI or Saturday Night Live or. Whose line is it anyway? Improv, like
you have a direct line with your fans these days, where you know what they want.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's forums, it's all type of stuff.
What happened? It died. I will just keep it going for audio. It's fine. So, how do you feel about the Daniel Bryan angle, getting him added into the 3-way match and taking away Roman's like official WrestleMania shot?
I think they would have booed the match because it'd been like. You know, Roman kind of got that. Like Goldberg has more moves than Roman. To be honest with you,
Roman's and he's terrible on the mic.
Roman's not a good mic man, and he's not really necessarily a good hand. And especially if Brock is supposed to give up the title, like they're kind of like, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's over, but he's kind of like over like for the wrong reasons. Like because he looks like Rico Suave.
And they try to get Rock to come in and put the Band-Aid on it.
Give him the rub.
Yeah,
that's what they call it, a rub. Yeah, they wanted Rock to give him the rub, but that wasn't. It didn't. Rock was making the face like, oh shit, this is bad. I think they might have to make Roman go heel at some point.
They got to do something.
Just a heel that powerbombs people through tables and frowns and wets his hair. Everything is just too much, Roman. Like he has an army, like a SWAT team thing on. Like,
right. He's the only guy from the Shield who hasn't changed his uniform yet.
Dean didn't really change. Dean just went home.
He just put some jeans on.
He went home and came back out with clothes on.
Straight up, man. How do you feel? I know you're a huge sneakerhead. I want to know your thoughts on the new Yeezys that everyone's been posting about. These Adidas.
I like them. I mean,
they're definitely different.
The thing is like this. 90% of shoes can be freaked the right way. To me personally, Kanye, like, you know, with the way he wears his shoes, like, you know what I'm saying? He wears them like Kanye West wears his shoes. I bet you if I get them Yeezy boots, I bet you I put them on, like, they're going to go up. Like, the people be like, oh, they do kind of.
It's a hype beast.
Like, and it's just not even, it's not even a hype. Like, the loosey-goosey, like, I never tie my shoelaces. Everybody knows, or I keep the left one. Right. Everybody knows that. Like, you seen that shit come up everywhere now. People doing it. Like, it's just the way, you know? I'm not saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the fucking shoe godfather.
You might be though. You're
Clark Kent.
For a small period of time, I was into LeBron's heavy around the 9s and then into the 10s, and then they got shitty to me. But you were the 9 god.
Yeah, I had a lot of. Well, it's all because you know DC we wear basketball shoes. So,
of course.
You know, I didn't even know people outside of DC didn't wear basketball shoes until I fucking went to LA. It was like, you wear basketball shoes like regular shoes?
Everyone's got composites on the East Coast.
Yeah, like, people like wearing Vans only. Like the basketball shoes are to play basketball. And you know, they wear like Vans and Cortezes and Dunks and shit like that. So, but you know, I think it's all in like how you come with it. I'm gonna give me a pair. I bet you when I wear them, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna post them.
You're gonna put them over. You're gonna put them over.
Yeah, they're gonna.
You might put them over. Yeah.
They're gonna make a face turn.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because they're getting a lot of hate, and it's like I think a lot of people are kind of comparing them to the old ones for sure. You could play basketball on the old ones.
Kanye's not 25 years old anymore. Kanye's not 30 years old. He's a fully grown man with kids and a fucking wife and the job, and like he's got the complete shit, bro. Like he's not about to give you neon fucking souls no more, bro. Like he's on his Bottega Veneta, motherfucking. He was doing Versace before, like.
Yeah, that's real.
It was Versace.
He's doing. I mean, he had the Louis sneaker
That's
before.
what I'm saying. Like, he was already there. He did it already. So what you want this man to do? Make you another neon shoe? I did that. I gave you glow in the dark toe. I gave you 6 pairs of glow in the dark sneakers. Like, now I'm gonna give you something that's a little more refined, a little more like adult. Like,
the album About Nothing is this your best body of work?
Absolutely. Yes.
Man, because like I said, I've been a fan for a long time. All the mixtapes. I mean, I even man, I know I like personally. I really was a huge fan of Ambition. That's probably my favorite album. Not necessarily body of work, because I definitely love the mixtape About Nothing. But when you went with the album About Nothing, it definitely got me excited, man.
I'm just gonna do more for my core fans than the constant buyers. Yeah,
because I feel like you had a lot of fans that were riding with you from the jump. That kind of, you was on the Roots album, and you had a lot of those early looks.
I often wonder if me not really having a record like that's super successful at radio, like a Lotus Fly Mama, that like I always want to know if Lotus had anything to do with me doing 170 on that album. I don't think so, but
I don't think it did.
The label thinks it does.
They're full of shit.
And they be like, well, we gotta have another #1 for your album comes out.
Well, obviously, like I think that
I think awareness is the biggest thing.
You're probably the first wave of artists that I don't want to call you an internet rapper, but you were the first wave of the guys that I got your music off the blogs. I got your music online.
But I things have changed, and I went with Maybach, and people perceive it a certain way, and they try to take me out of the conversation because I'm with Maybach. Like, if I would have been independent, they would have perceived it a different way. I just want, at the end of the day, for my music to be like received or like listened to, given the same opportunity as they give J. Cole or Drake.
Straight up.
I want the same opportunity. These are my peers. These people I personally have conversations with. All the time. Like, what I'm saying? Like,
well, something I appreciate personally is I'm a big Kanye fan, and specifically, a lot of people act like Kanye just became a fucking asshole, but Kanye has always kept it super 1000 and been super confident. But what I appreciate about you always is that you've always been a guy who like speaks your mind 100%. You're extremely passionate about your art. If you feel a certain way, you ain't afraid to step out on it. And I feel like over the last few years, you went from kind of being like the cool it rapper dude. You signed with Maybach Music. You did like records like No Hands, and I feel like a lot of them core fans, when guys like you, when you're on a Roots album and then you do No Hands, you get unnecessary shade per se.
My first record was Dig Dug.
You had, exactly. And you had Nike Boots Away. Your first album had Gucci Mane on.
I was on more ratchet shit back then too. Like, we was the cool young niggas that worked at the shoe store. Like,
straight up.
We had the suburban girls, we had hood rap male friends.
Yeah, straight up.
And we was just in between. So.
Well, I'm looking forward to the album.
Follow that path.
It's coming out. What's the
March 31st.
March 31st. Wale. I'm loving. I loved the mixtape. I'm loving everything, man. I really cannot wait to hear the album.
Thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to it, my dude. I appreciate you. One thing. Who is your prediction to walk away with the WWE Heavyweight World Championship after WrestleMania?
But it depends because I think they're gonna adjust the main event.
You think Daniel Bryan has a shot?
I think they're trying to get some buy rates.
Because they fucked up.
I think they're trying to get some buy rates.
They gotta put Daniel Bryan in the main event.
They're trying to sell the network. They gotta get buy rates. He's the most over wrestler they got. They just personally.
And the wild card is, I'm waiting to see how the fuck Randy Orton hasn't come back yet.
He was at a
house show
in DC.
I know he did a house show.
He came out when it went dark. I was wanting to say, I don't know if it's hurt. I think he might be resting an injury though. I think.
And honestly, Randy's character was so fucking tired. Like, this is the best shit that probably could have happened to him. So, but if you had to put money on one wrestler to walk away with the belt at the end of WrestleMania, obviously we haven't seen
I think Seth might try to cash in at the end of that.
Seth.
I think he might try to cash in. Whoever wins, he might try to cash in.
And I wouldn't be mad if Seth walked away with it.
I wouldn't. I mean, he's having a bad week, but
yo, did you see the pics of the?
I wouldn't be mad.
I was with my son last night at the movies.
That was. But I mean,
he's having a terrible.
It might be a way to get him over more.
Yo, real talk.
It might be on some Vince is, you know what I mean?
Wale, my guy, I appreciate you.
Amen.
For sure, man. Yeah.